Hey, surprise for you guys. David misrepresented me again. Oh, that's not a surprise? Oh, that's probably because he's been doing it the whole time. All right. David said I haven't produced quotes from him calling liberals idiots. Pretty much timestamped every comment that I saw that I had enough time to address in a 15-minute video. Again, I'm on YouTube, so I'm like, fuck you, YouTube. Um, produced as many timestamps as I could to make my case. Go back, watch the videos. That's all, because I'm not going to waste my time going back and watch the videos. Anybody that's watching these can see. Okay? And also, the quote from Ann Coulter, I'm not going to, you know what, I will say it actually. If Democrats had a brain, they would be Republicans. You agreed with that statement, David. If Democrats had a brain, it's presupposing that they don't have a brain. We don't have a brain. If someone didn't have a brain, would that make them either like you'd be brain dead? Obviously, you wouldn't be smart because you wouldn't have a brain to think with. So, am I wrong in assuming that you're saying Democrats are stupid, and you agree with the quote that Aaron Coulter made about if Democrats had a brain, they'd be Republicans? Also, when the country was founded as a republic, we could survive had we stayed that way. But we've gotten so far into a democracy that I don't believe the best way, and you also didn't mention this again. Props, David, for not mentioning a viewpoint that you know that I have. Because again, we've talked about this. I agree with going back to a republic. Yeah, I know, David. Just put a shock book on so that people, that you can pretend you're hearing this for the first time. I will say you're being dishonest on this one because you know that this is something me and you talked about just a few days ago when we were talking about the free market. We were talking about this just a few days ago when we were in the car with Emily. Okay, if we stayed as the republic that we were founded as, I think we would survive. We would have been fine. But we're so far into democracy that we actually do require a slow transitioning out of it. I agree with transitioning back to a republic, David. David, I agree with transitioning back into a republic. So guess what I agree with transitioning back into, David? A republic. Okay? I've said it a few times now. I hope you understand it. So that's what I was saying with the bipartisanship. We need to wean the democracy out. Again, I agree with transitioning back to a republic, David. I've said this how many times? Okay. My point. I'm getting aggravated about having to say this a million freaking times. I want a republic. I do not want. I do not want a democracy. But I don't want a slow transition. I don't want a fast republic or democracy republic because I think that will have very, very negative impacts on us. I think we need to slowly transition out. And I will say that I want a republic, but I don't ever want to live in a republic. And here's how. Here's why I say that. I want a republic because it would be the best for us. But if we were to transition to a republic anywhere within my lifespan, I think it would be too soon and too fast. That's my viewpoint on it. We need to go back to a republic, but we need to do a slow transition so that we don't shock the country into changing what it is to something else and throw it into shock. Obviously, having not been a republic for a long time, David, we would need to we would need to slowly transition back into a republic to learn how to be a republic again. It's like if you walk and you get to an accident, you got to learn how to walk again. You don't start off running. You don't get up out of the bed and think, okay, I'm going to run. No, you walk or you crawl maybe, I don't know. And then you learn to walk, and then you run. Right now, me and you can run. Not very fast and not very far. I mean, not very far for you, not very fast for me. Because, you're low on stamina and I'm a fat ass. See? This is fat right here. Da da da. Everybody. Here you go. But what I'm saying is, we would have to learn how to be a republic again. So please do not misrepresent me on this. I'm going to go over this again. I provided quotes and timestamps for the best case that I can make for you calling Republicans or Democrats idiots. Also, the statement, Democrats had a brain, they would be Republicans, implies that Democrats have no brain, they're idiots. If we stayed a republic, we could survive. We could have survived. But if we leave being a democracy totally right now, I think too fast. I think it'll shock the country, and I think we'll go under. I mean, we're going under anyway, but I think we'll do it a lot faster. I think if we start the transition back into a republic, everything will pick up, and I think that that's where we would be best at. So I agree with you, David. I want a republic. Just making sure you can hear me. I do. Oh, by the way, I do agree that Democrats have a bad history with sexism and racism and stuff like that. You know that I agree with that. You didn't. You also didn't mention that I agree with you on those things. Why are you conveniently leaving these things out, David? Is it to make me look bad? Honestly, I mean, is it? Look, why don't you present the cases when you present a case like that? You know that I don't agree with racism the way like I don't agree with it at all. I mean, to everyone, to a certain degree, everyone's racist, but you're trying to get me hung up on my words. And you're trying to take me into this direction, this direction, this direction, this section to defend things that I already agree with you on. Why are you mentioning that you're bringing up these points and you're insinuating that we're so far apart on our political views that I don't agree with you on points that you know that I agree with you on? I'm starting to think that maybe you're being a little dishonest. Okay, I mean maybe I'm wrong with that, but you look at how it looks from my end. You're bringing up points for me to address that I already agree with you on. What the fuck? Okay, and I don't want you. By the way, I don't want you to criticize a point that you agree on. I just wanted to know if there's a Republican that you have respect for. Will you call him a fucking idiot, or will your only insult to them be their pandering or pandering? Sorry, I meant to say pandering and panhandling. You know, panhandling has nothing to do with this. Is your only insult to Republicans? Oh, they're pandering. Or would you talk about a Republican and say he's a fucking idiot, he's stupid, like you have in the videos? And like that very quote from Ann Coulter says, if Democrats had a brain, they would be Republicans. Matter of fact, hold on for a second. I'm gonna see if I can grab that book real quick, if it's easily accessible to me, so that people can see the quote that I'm talking about. If it's not easily accessible, and I can't grab it right now, I will have it in a video tomorrow where people can see the quote, and then you can tell me if you think that by saying what she says, if she's saying that Democrats don't have a brain. Where is it? I know it's somewhere around here. I really hope I can actually find it to show you guys what the damn title of the book is. No, I mean, I honestly, I don't think you're making a fair point. I don't think you're being fair when you're, making a statement. Democrats have brains, they'd be Republicans. You're agreeing with that statement, but then you're saying, oh, but I never said Democrats are stupid. I don't think I can find it right now, but I'll show you guys in the videos tomorrow. I'm gonna take one really quick last look because I really don't want to be jumping around, falling around down here on the floor. Let me take one last look, and if not, then I'll just find it tomorrow. And I'll show everyone the quote that you're agreeing with, and that you're saying that you're not saying Democrats are idiots. As a matter of fact, if I can't find it right now, I might as well just go to the Google page. I might just go to the Google page and look up the book so that you guys can see what the title of the book is. You guys just give me one more minute. I'm sorry, I'm just going to attempt to look one more place. I'm trying to show you guys the comment that he agrees with. Apparently, unless you're going to say that somebody can, without a brain can be smart, then I'd like to know how you defend that. I should have. Should have friggin'. Yeah, I don't see it here. I don't see it here at all. I'm just gonna look up a. I'm just gonna Google it or something and so you guys can actually see it. Or Amazon it maybe. So you guys know that I'm not making up the title of the book or anything. Make sure I do it fast enough. I got 2 minutes to get it done. And my computer's lagging up right now because I've got multiple pages open. So okay. Here's the very quote. Here's the quote that you're looking at right there. You guys see it? Hold on. Right there. If Democrats had any brains, they'd be Republicans. By Ann Coulter. Okay? Does that comment, by the way, that's a sexy cat. Does that comment in any way assume that Democrats do not have brains? Go ahead, take a look at it, see what you think, or see what that comment would say to you. Peace. Sub, rate, comment below.